What we're going to do now is, many of you know and many of you have been on the masterclasses that I've been running once a month. And we had one planned for the 21st of March, which obviously now isn't going to happen. One of the things that I was going to do on that masterclass was to combine some of the work that we'd done on other poses. So we've done Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Reverse Warrior and Side Angle. And we've picked those apart quite a lot. But as you also know, if you come to the classes regularly, that sequence or those 4 poses quite often go from one into another. Don't worry.
Flow.
We're not doing flow.
I heard you said flow.
It was a slip of the tongue. We're not doing flow. So those poses quite often go together. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to recap on all of those 4 poses, so that when we do them in future classes, you can keep all these prompts in mind. So John's going to do them, and I'm going to show you how to do them.
What you mean is you're going to correct me.
I'm going to correct you. Yes.
Which is something you're very used to.
So if you start facing alongside of your mat, feet out wide. So what we'll do first is get the hips down in place for 3 of the 4 poses. So start by turning your left foot out, and then your right foot needs to just turn in a little bit. Okay. So we're going to bend your left knee. So the first thing we're looking for here is for your stance from here to here to be long enough so that when you bend your knee, your thigh comes close to parallel to the ground, and your knee is straight over the top of your ankle. So if your stance is too narrow, just going to make it too narrow, then when you bend your knee, you can't get that thigh low and the knee comes further than your ankle. So your stance needs to be wide enough so that you can, when you bend the knee, yep, can you see that now? So that's directly above the ankle, and a thigh is almost parallel to the ground. Right, so now on this leg now, that leg you were slightly bending it at the knee, and that's a common thing to do. So what you want to do is clench your bum cheek up on that side so it straightens that leg. Yep. Brilliant. And then the last thing you need to do is squeeze your feet in together. So pull your feet in together so it really tenses up the insides of your thighs. And relax. And so straighten, turn your toes in, go out to the other side. So go, turn it. So bend, like that foot comes in slightly. Yeah, bend your knee. So knee over there, that's right. Clench that bum cheek up so you straighten your back leg. And squeeze your legs in. Okay, and relax. So if you want to just toe it, if you can toe a heel in, if you want to just have a rest in between. So that leg position is the same for Warrior 1, Warrior 2 and Reverse Warrior. There's a slight difference when we come to Side Angle, but I'll cover that in a second. So when we do all of these 3 poses, those things are important things to do. So make sure your stance is wide enough, knee over your ankle, front thigh as near to parallel to the ground as you can, back bum cheek clenched up so you straighten your leg and squeeze your legs in together. So let's have a look at Warrior 1. I won't ask you to keep your legs tensed all the way through while I'm doing your upper body bit. Alright, because it hurts a bit, doesn't it?
I'll try.
So come out, so just go back out to your wide stance again and turn your left foot out. So for Warrior 1, Warrior 2 and Reverse Warrior, we've got the important points in your body are your shoulders and your hips. Now, in Warrior 1, your shoulders and your hips turn to me. So I've got the 4 points of the torso then facing me. Now, so you feel then quite a big stretch in the inside. Make sure that bum cheek is clenched up when you do it again, yeah? Okay. And then arms down by the sides, just point your fingers down and raise your arms up. Raise them up. If you can bring them straight up, yep. So all that moved there were John's shoulders. The arms stayed exactly the same. And you want to reach up with your fingers, but imagine your shoulder blades are pulling down. Just see if you can straighten that back leg up a little bit. Okay, and then go on, lower your arms down and straighten your leg and go out to the other side.
It's a lot easier when I do it my way.
So, bend your leg.
I'll show you that later.
Okay, so 4 points of your body facing me. Arms straight by your sides, raise them up. And then fingers pointing up, shoulder blades wrapped up. That's it. And then lower your arms down and straighten your leg and relax. So you can toe kneel in if you want. So when we do Warrior 2, the legs are exactly the same. The main difference is the 4 points of your upper body and where they go. So if you just, can you go back out to your stance, to your wide stance again? So turn your left foot out. And bend your knee. Now, when we're doing Warrior 2, those 4 points of the torso face the long side of the mat. And your shoulders are directly above your hips. So you're not leaning that way, you're not leaning that way. You stay where they are there. What you've got to watch for is when you try and bring your chest round, that knee can collapse forward. So that knee, you need to just double check that that's over the top yet. Right, then raise your arms up to shoulder height, relax your shoulders away from your ears and look out over your left hand. So your gaze should go straight down your arm and across the middle finger of your outstretched hand. Lovely. Okay, so straighten your right leg, your left leg, turn in and go out to the other side. So chest and hips to face me, so 4 points of your torso to face me. Just make sure your front knee hasn't collapsed in yet. Then raise your arms up, relax your shoulders away from your ears and gaze straight out along this hand. Lovely. Okay, so relax your arms down and straighten your leg. Right, so we're going to look at reverse warrior now. You can tell me if you want. We'll look at reverse warrior now. For reverse warrior, everything from the belly button, from the hips down is the same because your hips face the long side of the mat. There's a slight change in what happens in your upper body. So I'm just going to show you that without the legs. So if you just go to face the front, right, what I want you to do is raise your arms up.
Like that,
yeah,
like that?
Yeah, no, up like that. Okay. So what we're going to do here, if you think about different types of stretches, so we're going to stretch up with your hands, and then we're going to turn to the side, stretch to the side, so you're going to stretch over to me like that. So you've got to stretch up and we've got to stretch here. And then, keeping your hips forward, just turn your chest that way.
How far?
That's it, yeah, that's fine. Then come back and go back the other way, so reach back. So go that way and then rotate your chest, keeping your hips forward. Right. That's lovely. So just come back then. So right, and relax now. So you've got, when we're doing reverse warrior, you've only got one hand coming up, but those are the stretches. So you reach up, over, and then back. All right. So come back out to your stance again, and your left foot forward, and bend your knee. So your left hand, your back hand now comes down onto your thigh there, and as you bend, that hand can slide down the thigh. So this hand comes palm up. So as you come up, just go back down again, because I want you to do it slowly. So now start stretching towards me, and then stretch up. Now stretch back from here, and now twist toward. That's it. And then lower back down. Yeah, so the comes in when you do that twist, doesn't it? So go out to other side. Okay, so back hand down onto your thigh. And this hand palm up, so stretch out to me and up, and then keep stretching up. Right, now stretch back from your side and then twist. Lovely. Try and, if you possibly can, keep your hips facing that way, yeah. And then bring it back down. Yeah, just bringing your hips around there, it makes a difference, doesn't it, as well? So toe and heel again. So reverse. So warrior 1, warrior 2, reverse warrior. Now I'm going to do side angle. Side angle, not that is just a straightforward stretch through the length of your body. So if you come back out to your stance again, turn your left foot out and bend your left knee. So now the first thing to do is this hand bends at the elbow and the arm comes down onto the thigh. And then this hand is going to come up and reach over. Now the key thing to do here is remember that this is a stretch. You're not, just let me take your arm for a minute. You're not like doing that, you're not bending, you're stretching out this way. So imagine that somebody's pulling you like that. So it's stretching, and clench that bum cheek again to bring, so you've got a nice straight line going all the way down your body. What you also want to try and do is make sure that that hip doesn't go forward. So try and bring your hips up that way. Okay, and then lower, so take your arm back down, push up and go out to the other side. Are these different to your versions?
They are a little bit, yeah.
Go on then.
Mine are easier than this.
Okay. So again, so that hand comes up, reach over, pull it out to me, and hip back if you can. And then lower it back down. And push up. So just walk your feet in again. And then we'll do all 4 of those together. Alright?
Yeah.
Alright, so on each side. But I won't hold you for ages in each one.
Okay.
Alright, so back out to your stance. So left foot out. Bend your left knee. Think about, hang on, we're doing warrior 1 first. Yeah, so make sure that thigh's nice and low down. Chest towards me, arms up, fingers pushing up, shoulder blades relaxed down. Clench your back bum cheek in. And rotate your body round to me. Lower the arms down to shoulder height, gaze out. 4 points of your torso facing me. And then this hand back down onto your thigh. That hand palm up, reach up, stretch back and turn your chest. That's it. And then bring your left arm forward, down onto your thigh. reach up and stretch out with your finger. That's it. And then lower back down and push up. You have to go straight out to the other side.
Oh, not really.
Go on. So, start with warrior one. So 4 points of your torso facing me, arms up, fingers stretching up, shoulders relaxed down. And then rotate your body round, arms down to shoulder height, 4 points of your torso facing the long side of the mat, put that knee back out there.
It's so bossy.
And relax your shoulders. Then back hand down onto your thigh, left hand palm up, so stretch, 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 and turn. Don't forget your hips, stay there. And this hand back down onto your thigh, bend your elbow, bring your arm up, and reach over, stretch out to me, and hip back. And then bring your arm back down onto your thigh, push up, and toe and heel your feet in. So that's some of what we would have been doing in the masterclass if you'd have been coming on Saturday. Are you alright, darling?
You'll know about that if you do it.
Oh, well, thank you. Well done. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.